Universe.
to
This
the
is
most
the
mediocre
podcast
podcast
in Star Wars
universe.
The
I'm
Jackson.
Podcast.
I'm Tommy.
Welcome back to all you Regs, to all you Shinies. Welcome to the podcast. This is the podcast. Please, before we begin, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that join button, follow us on all of our social media, that being Instagram, X, Twitch, and TikTok.
We also have merch. We also have merch.
Also, make sure to support us on Patreon. If you want to go above and beyond in supporting the podcast, please be sure to support us on Patreon in that 1313 tier. Be a Gungan boss, because every month we do a giveaway, and this month we're giving away. I don't know.
We don't figure it out later. We'll figure it out. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, but the mystery prize.
Oh, maybe we'll find something at Steel City. Maybe we'll find something at Steel City.
I won't. Mystery prize. So,
mystery prize. I just want to say two really quick before the show starts. By the time this podcast episode goes up, if anybody is in the Pittsburgh or the Cleveland area on this incoming Saturday, Jacob and I and my dad will be at Steel City Con. And then if anybody is in the Cleveland area, I, along with Hybrid Toy Reviews and my dad, will also be at the Fan Expo. Really trying to meet Sabine and then Amanis Fondi. So super excited about that. If you guys are in the area, please stop by and say hi. I will be in my 5 suit. It's done and I'm wearing it.
If you see me at Steel City Con, I'll mew with you.
Jacob will definitely mew with you and take a picture.
Mewing, mogging, edging, jelking.
I'll sign your
You
cast.
I'll sign your cast.
If you're not in a cast, I'll put you in one. Come say hi. Come say hi. I dare you.
No, but yeah, I feel like we didn't really have anything else really going on to talk about before. This was a really awesome week for Star Wars. I feel like
you guys don't get to know how our week was anymore.
No more week. You guys said no more week. No, that's fine.
My week was good. I worked and I made more reviews. There's lots of reviews coming.
Yes.
My week was good. I got my ears pierced.
Actually, if you want to know how our weeks were, then you should join the Discord.
Yeah, just join our Discord.
Or follow me on Instagram and text me individually. I do not look at the Discord.
Jacob does not look. Jacob is a Discord despiser.
I'm not. Okay, when I'm in 7 different channels for 7 different things of the Discord and the movie I'm making and the groups I'm in and then this and then that and the other
He's just
thing.
cringe and he doesn't care about you.
Whoa.
Just message me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM.
Jacob
I'll text
is
you.
like the cool uncle that you don't see a lot, but when you do, it's always a good time.
It's true.
That's a good way to describe.
I guess that's a good thing.
A good way to describe Jacob.
I hope I don't turn into the other uncle.
At any rate.
Uncle Grandpa.
Thank you. For
if you remember Uncle Grandpa, say, "Oh my gosh, I love Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa is the greatest," in the comment section below.
That Jacob also
Stop
doesn't
being
look at.
cringe.
I do look at the comment section.
You have like 4 comments on the last week's
4
blog.
comments.
Yeah, I
that are
just choose
for
to
you.
ignore them. No, I
Jason point.
I didn't see them.
No, but
Cook called you out in the.
he did.
Yeah, he said that you suck for not liking the live action Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck, bud. I love you, Pookie Pumpkin Muffin, but it sucks.
All right, so we actually missed it last week because we
I
record.
told you, brother.
Yeah, we record our podcast episodes on Wednesdays, and
Why did you say it like you're from Wisconsin?
dude, because I like saying it
do
like
you-
that. I've been saying it for years, and nobody calls me out.
Here's
on
a
saying
question
days
that
of
is
the
a
week.
uniquely Wisconsin question
All right.
that we got asked multiple
All right.
times. I want you guys to tell us in the comments. Do you have pine trees where you live? Because apparently to Wisconsinites, having
Hey, we
pine
have these
trees is
beautiful
like an
pine
exclusively Wisconsin thing, according to Wikipedia.
Totally not in the rest of the northeastern United States.
There is a pine tree within a mile of where we are right now.
There's a pine tree.
You got pine trees up there?
You're
Are
a
there
pine trees? No, but we ended up getting the very awesome epic reveal on Friday of Tales of the Empire.
And when I tell you, so I'm in the middle of my shift. I am doing work. I get a call from Thomas Tuhig II. And I say,
He's the third, though. He's the third. You
I am
got
the
it
third.
wrong.
My father's the second.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I get a call from Thomas Tuhig III. I pick up my cellular device and Tommy goes, I just hear, Tales of Empire Thrawn, and I hung up and I ran. to my little viewing area, and where my friend Ryan was supposed to be, but he wasn't there, and somebody was there. I was like, "Where's Ryan?" They're like, "The bathroom." So I run to the bathroom. I kick the door open, and he's there washing his hands. I was like, "You need to come now." He's like, "Well, buy me dinner first." I'm like, "No," like to G7. So I drag him to there, and then I pull it up on our big screen with our big speakers, and we blast it, and I goon and I levitate.
I goon, I mew, I gel. Skibidi Ohio Riz.
Thank you, Justin,
as
for
I
OTB.
as I see Clone Wars Art Thrawn. It was so good. I'm so excited for this.
I had only seen the poster. I saw the poster got posted. I called Jacob because it was Jackson, you were at training.
Yes,
I was
was
like
away.
a weird time of day where I was like, no one is available for me to call. So I called Jacob and I'm like, dude, Tales of the Empire. Jacob goes, oh my God, there's a trailer. I go, what? Click. I'm like, oh, there's a trailer. So I sit there and I watched it. And just right out the gate, man, they were cooking on that trailer, dude.
It was heat. I was in the middle of grading a mission, and I just pulled up my phone really quick, and I saw Yak post, and I can preview like Yak posts sometimes on my phone, and I preview it, and I just see basically a cutoff thing, but it says Tales of the Empire, and I went, oh, but then I had to wait a whole extra day to watch it,
Insane.
and it was absolutely insane. I cannot believe it is coming out on May 4th. I'm just so over the moon about it to begin with.
Bad Batch ends May 1st.
Yes.
And then 3 days later, you get all 6 episodes of Tales of the Empire.
Yes.
It's so lovely. Straight up, Tommy called me, and I thought something bad happened because Tommy never calls me. So I was like, this dude got shot on the job, and he's telling me goodbye.
I've already thought that out. If I ever did get like severely injured and I was in the hospital, and my way of letting you know would be I would just send you a picture of myself in the hospital and in the bed, and I would say, I lived, bitch. And I would leave no context other than that.
Oh, well,
Wild.
at least I know what's happening then.
Yeah. You know
Wild.
I lived. That's all you need to know.
Guess
Anyways,
so now.
yeah, the trailer.
You'll get a call from somebody else saying Jacob turned into a meat pancake on the highway, going fast on his little bicycle.
No, but the trailer just fire. I was actually really shocked for it being Tales of the Empire that we were gonna get not even just Bear Sophie, but Morgan Elsbeth. I feel like Morgan, in my opinion, was kind of a throwaway character introduced at the beginning of The Mandalorian and then developed a little more in Ahsoka and killed off. But I think it's very nice that we're getting a full development of her now.
I'm getting roasted on Yik Yak currently.
Getting
These
roasted on-
motherfuckers flying around on one wheel shit's got me geeking. LMFAO. They look so damn funny. Lamau, I know, right? Just get a skateboard. Literally, they look so damn lame. riding
Everybody
those
comment
things.
down below for Jacob to get off of his phone when we shoot
Hey,
the
everybody,
show.
comment on Yik Yak.
Comment
Just
on-
say you're
yeah.
broke.
Just say you're broke.
I can't. Well, I would start roasting them back on Yik Yak, but they took it off Android for some reason.
Well,
No.
that's good. It's a trash app anyway.
Oh, so
You need to be on
he's
it.
saying it knowing that you can't respond anyway. That's
Yeah.
my favorite. So the
They don't know that. I
Tales of
can't
the
respond.
Empire trailer is
Yes.
giving us some stories also that I know fans have been asking for years now.
Yes.
Like specifically the Barriss Offee, what happened to her after the Clone Wars? Because
I
we
thought
know she
we
goes to
would not.
jail, and after that, like, we never heard anything after that.
Yeah.
So to know that she does in fact become an Inquisitor is awesome for me. I think that and
We
knowing
see Marok, we see
Yeah.
the Inquisitor from the Ahsoka episode of Tales of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
We see the Grand Inquisitor again. It's Vader from his Clone Wars model from the last
Yes.
episode of the Clone Wars.
Yes.
It's just so much at once that it is so good. And it was nothing but overwhelming hype online that I saw for this.
Well, yeah, so I think it's cool that, and the one that frees her from prison is the fourth sister. I think, honestly, what's so exciting for me about this set of episodes, because I'm assuming it's going to be similar to Tales of the Jedi, where it's 3 focused on Barriss, 3 focused on Morgan Elsbeth.
Yes, I agree.
I think that for Barriss's story, this is great because you're getting characters that we've seen in recent media that have had little to no lines, story, anything, and you're building them in this universe, like Fourth Sister. Now I'm like, cool, already have that action figure. You see Marok, I'm like, cool, already have that action figure.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I'm like anticipating all these products that probably won't come out anyway because Tales of the Jedi didn't get any action figures.
Unfortunately,
So,
that's a crime.
From that
It should've.
perspective, it's really cool. And again, to see the coming back of the Inquisitor that Ahsoka killed
Yes.
is cool. That's awesome. You're giving substance to these characters.
This would be a bit nutty. What if we had Trilla?
Ooh.
No, she's dead already. Just how I 100% agree with Tommy that Bear Sophie's gonna get axed the second Vader goes.
Yes.
Your name?
So yeah, that's my theory.
That would be crazy.
Is that we'll go through 3 episodes learning about Barris's training and her completion of her fall to the dark side. Vader's gonna come basically, I guess, anoint them into the Inquisitorius.
Oops.
And he's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be he recognizes her or he senses that she senses who he really is.
Yeah.
Because none of these other
curious.
Inquisitors probably know who Vader actually is.
Or do they?
So that would be pretty. I could just see him just cutting her down right out the gate.
That would be a wicked ending. But the purpose for all these, I get that Morgan is supposed to build up to what we see in Ahsoka, but I feel like Barriss is very much in the air. Like, what could happen? Where's this going to go? And is this going to be
It's gonna be
explored
cool.
in another Star Wars product later?
This also seems, I would say, less so Morgan Elsbeth's story, but Barris's story seems very linear, whereas Ahsoka and Dooku had more like chapters in their lifetime. You know what I mean? I think that this is going to be much more linear for Barris's story.
Unless. So there's already a lot of theories going around about Ventress getting her own spin-off show because of the way that she was introduced and then pulled out of this in a very weird way. Yeah. What if Bear Sophie's mission given to her is to track down Ventress and like find her, and then we get this show about Ventress running from Barriss.
Ooh.
And that's like the
I'm not going to put it past you that it's not a...
it's so sarcastic. Just ooh. Anyway,
I'll give that theory a little bit of credence just because after I like
Jackson, I'm going to be real with you.
Creed
I
sucks.
don't know what credence means. Tell me.
Okay, it like I'm validating your
He's
theory.
acknowledging
Hey Google,
it.
tell me what credence means.
Shut up. I'm validating your theory only because from the latest episode of the podcast that we did when Ventress was in Bad Batch, her voice actress said that she would be in more episodes to come. And that isn't like we're going to shave her bald and put her in like a live action thing. I feel like there could very much be a Ventress related show or something like coming.
I wouldn't mind that. That's my Ventress impression. I wouldn't.
You sound like Oni instead, bro.
Dude, Smiling Friends Season 2 coming out in May. I'm going to be Cloud 9 in May. Because this is what's going to happen. We're going to get Tales in the Empire. Jackson's going to leave. Woo! And then we can...
Smiling did not just do that.
Did a brother dirty.
And then
Smiling Friends Kabuli Khan knocked loose.
Oh, I completely forgot that both of those albums come. Dude, May is going to go nutty. I'm like this close to getting tickets to that Knocked Loose show.
I won't be able to go. It's all right.
Dude, you're leaving me before your birthday?
Bro, you're such a bum because you're not going to be there on my birthday.
Jackson, I can't believe you're leaving before your birthday. That's so selfish of you.
You're not getting any presents.
Hey everyone,
man.
I'm leaving the show. Peace. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
It's gone. Just like that.
No, but yeah, Tales of the Jedi, absolute hype. But then right before the recording of the show, it was yesterday it came out, we had Star Wars
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Dang it, I knew I was messing up the title on the fake fan
I
cam.
wasn't done.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were done cooking. My bad.
General Grievous?
Oh yeah, General Grievous. I forgot.
General Grievous?
General Grievous? Wow, that's so cool.
My brother in Christ, you almost forgot to mention the coolest part of the trailer other than Thrawn in Clone Wars animation.
Darth Vader again!
General Grievous in that awesome model that we saw him in from the Clone Wars Season 7. Dude.
They really gave him a glow up.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the people that are like normalized glow downs. No.
Just don't be ugly. Grievous got a glow up for sure, man.
He did.
He looks like a lot more menacing now. Yeah. I'm excited to see him because you know he wins this fight too. So I'm excited to see him, whatever Night Sisters it is that he's fighting. Because I don't believe that it's Morgan.
I wonder
that he fights.
That's definitely Morgan in the.
Because the one that he fights has those size.
The curvy blade thingies that go
the
like
ones that we see
this.
Morgan using earlier in the trailer.
Well, that one has the white face paint on and everything, and then Morgan shows up and looks at all the desecration of everything in the trailer. I don't know like if it's her or not.
Do you think we're gonna see Baby Marin? I wish.
Nah.
I wish.
So does Morgan know who Ventress is?
I don't know.
I feel like if she's a Night Sister, right?
I don't know.
What if Ventress's resurrection is in the Morgan arc?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Sorry for cussing.
Skibbity Ohio Riz.
Everybody, welcome Justin from Out of the Basement to the show.
Skibbity Ohio Riz, level 10 Sigma Yacht, Aiden Ross, I Show Speed, Kai Sanat.
Thank you for that.
Edging, joking, mogging.
I hate. Okay. We need to stop it here. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the
Star
game.
Wars Outlaws. I'm gonna keep it real with you. My hype for the game went a little down after seeing the trailer.
I won't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of in the same boat as Jacob on this because especially like when I compare my excitement for the Tales of the Empire trailer, which was like,
Sure.
I'm cannot wait for this to come out. Then I watched the full trailer for Outlaws, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'll play this. It was kind of my same hype level as the Acolyte trailer. It didn't tell me too much. I'm just like, oh, this is the idea.
Well, for me, it was one. This doesn't look as good as Jedi Survivor, which is crazy to me because it's newer.
2 separate games.
Well, 2 separate games, 2 separate studios, but you guys have the same amount of technology in the year of our Lord 2024. So you have the ability to make it look good. It looked a little crummy, which then again, this is Ubisoft, and all they do is like they're like Catholic rabbits. All they do is just pump out Assassin's Creed, and that's all they do. So I wasn't surprised that it wasn't like amazing looking, but I was like, okay, I'll put that aside. We got Kira in the trailer, which had me pretty hype, representing Crimson Dawn at that table of the Syndicate, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I was like, okay, it's up for pre-order. Let me check that. Oh, if you want to pre-order the big edition, it's $110. Why is this?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean to tell me that there's a season pass with multiple stories coming? Oh, great. So what you're telling me is that we're going to get one really short story that comes with the game. You're going to try to sell me on open world. And then you're going to give me 2 also very small stories afterwards that are also just going to be okay. I mean, I'm still going to get the game, and I'm probably going to get the $110 version just so I don't have to pay for the other ones down the road. Sure. But still, it makes me sad because this is the exact reason why Battlefront 2 flopped. And I think it's going to be the same reason why this flops. I really don't perceive that with the already the sexist press that's getting of, oh, I can't make my character, so I have to play as woman? No! So we're all getting that from people, and it's I don't see this doing very well.
Yeah. Instead of pre-ordering the game, they're pre-ordering getting mad.
That is factual.
But even with all my I don't know and all my pauses, I'm still getting the game, and I'm still going to play it and give it a fair shot, and then after that I'll make up my mind on whether or not it's good, because that's how it's supposed to go.
Surely it can't be as bad as the Star Wars fighter game that we bought freshman year of
Squadrons.
Yeah, it surely can't be as bad as Star Wars Squadrons from freshman year of
Here's an interesting thing
high
too,
college.
Shut up.
Like Jacob, you mentioned like playing the game. I listened to another podcast recently where they were like talking about that argument that we've made time and time again about like, oh, like, at least watch it. Like they're like, well, my response to that is, well, screw you, don't tell me what to watch. And I'm sitting here like, okay, in response to that kind of a thought, it's like, yeah, you have every right to choose not to watch the content, but don't try and take over every conversation when we try and talk about how we're excited about this new thing or saying we're going to give it a chance. If you're not going to watch it, I don't care
what you
to
think.
Listen to your reiterated opinion for the 22nd time about where you just say that you don't like it. I'm here to talk about the thing that people actually played, not what people think about the thing they never played.
I agree.
My biggest gripe with it is deciding whether or not I'm going to get it on my computer or get it on my Xbox. Because either way, I'm going to be in Florida when it comes out, so I don't know what I should do.
True. The thing that I didn't really even know it until early this evening when we were about to shoot, but I didn't pay attention as much to see that it had DLC, because I saw people complaining in comments about DLC, and I was like, average Ubisoft like critique, like is what it is. But for me, knowing it has DLC, that kind of brings my hype down a bit more, because I'm like, great, like now I have to pay more.
It's a half-baked
for this
game, and it feels like it a little bit more.
and I mean, I hate
And it looks like
to
it
hop
too.
on a negative train, but Ubisoft has a track record for producing half-baked games, and I don't think that this is going to be an exception. I think that this will be half-baked upon launch.
Especially
And
because
sure,
it comes
it'll
out like
improve.
this year.
Yeah, and it'll improve, and it'll probably look really good later, but it's just like, it's upsetting that this is the standard of gaming we have to live in. And it's a crime.
It's not the standard, because Jedi Survivor was fully done.
Yeah.
It was fully great, and although the story of it was shorter than most games,
I didn't know it
it's-
was shorter, it felt long.
it's so well done, and it looks fantastic, and the worlds are great to play in, and it's fun to go back to. I'm playing it for the 4th time now.
Dang.
It's such a good
Good
game.
life.
It's such a good game to play that I don't know. That game, especially with it being a Star Wars game and it now being my favorite game of all time, even without it having that Star Wars label on it, sets the bar really, really high. So
Yeah.
it's a tough one to follow. So
It's
I didn't want to.
what?
I was gonna say, speaking of Star Wars games, I was gonna talk about Hunters and like where the heck is it? But
Oh, I do have info on that.
It's just not
but,
going to come.
It's but in kind
Open
of
DreamWorks,
response to what you guys are saying, I think if a company wants to make a game that they can continue to make a lot of money off of in long term, as opposed to just the launch, then don't do a story game. Do a multiplayer based game with live service that updates every month or every couple months. That, like Fortnite, that works a lot better as far as money making after the fact.
Sure.
Because you have new skins, you have new, different things like
you add Master Chief.
cosmetics that people actually will pay for
Yeah.
without feeling like they didn't get access to all the gameplay.
Sure.
So I think that if companies want to do this, I will not complain if it's a multiplayer game. When it's a single player game and I'm buying it for the story, I don't want to pay extra to get more of the story.
Yeah. It was like the downfall of Destiny. Destiny DLC consistently became pay $40 to $60 for 3 missions, a raid, and a nightfall. And that was it. And you could literally do all the content in an hour if you wanted to.
So, but with Destiny 1, when we first, like, say, into the, what was it, into the darkness, whatever it was, with the moon. The first DLC
I know
that
what you
Destiny
mean with
1 had,
Crota.
yeah, it had that was the only raid. No, there was Vault of Glass
No, there was
first.
VOG. VOG was first,
So-
and then Crota was second.
So you got a new raid, but you also had like a couple days worth of story to go with it. Like you couldn't just rush through that first one in a day unless you were sweaty on Twitch. So I'm hoping that at least the base game for Outlaws is going to be 6 to 8 hours like of story. And then if they do like 2 to 4 hours of story for these other DLCs, that I'll be okay with. But I don't know. As long as because their whole thing that they're hyping up is that it's open world. If the open world is big enough and has enough to do in it that will like retain my attention, then it's fine.
Right. Yeah. I mean, again, I watched a trailer once, whereas with Tales of the Empire, I watched it like 5, 6, 7 times. And again, I obviously prefer the on-screen stuff versus the games as well. So that also plays into my bias one way or the other. But we'll see. Again, I'm going to hold my judgment until the game actually comes out and I actually play it, as opposed to pre-ordering, being mad about the game and complaining about things that... Because actually I think that's my whole thing when it comes to the whole why can't I customize my character? Because it's an in-universe story about a new character in the universe. It's not what you wish it was.
Yeah.
This is what it is. And I get really annoyed when I hear that sentiment, specifically when it comes to video games. Like, well, I wish it was this instead. Okay, cool. And like, why is that ruining your enjoyment of what it is before it even came out?
No,
I mean,
So
nobody had any issues with any of the Assassin's Creed games beforehand, just because it's
no one had an issue with Jedi Survivor at all, with it being a male protagonist through the entire time, and it wasn't, you could be whatever kind of Jedi you were, and choose your own path if you follow the light or the dark.
That is
and
factual.
No one had a problem with that, but oh, it's a woman. We got a problem, everyone. Sound the alarm. Ding, 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 ding.
And obviously that's not everybody that
Yes,
feels that
absolutely.
way. I'm
Yes.
definitely I think we focus in on that because that's the most cringe one. It's easy to make fun of.
Yeah.
But it is annoying because it's like, yeah, with the Jedi games, like, would I totally have it also enjoyed if they said like, oh, this is just a Jedi and you can customize it however you want and be male, female, like this, whatever. Yeah, sure. But like, I was invested in the story of Cal Kestis as a new character in canon. And that's the same way I'm going into this, because I also don't remember being extremely hyped for Jedi Fallen Order, and then I played it, and it's like one of the best video games I've ever played. Mm-hmm. So, that's why I think at the end of the day, it's always better to experience something, even if you think you're not going to like it, because then at least you have experienced it, and you can say for sure how you feel about it, as opposed to saying, well, screw you, you can't tell me what to get and don't get, and then crying and whining about it.
I like how we flip-flopped for Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Like, you got Fallen Order, like, day one, and, like, played it before.
I played it real fast.
And played it before I even touched it, and now you still don't have Survivor.
Doesn't have it,
I should buy it, like, tonight, because I have off tonight and tomorrow, and
You should.
I other than edit reviews, I sit in silence and do nothing when I'm off on
Have you had the story spoiled for you?
Oh, yeah, all of it, yeah.
All of it?
But I feel like I don't know enough about the story, though, to, like, other than, like, the character spoilers, I don't know, like, what actually happens.
Okay, good. It's a really good
Keep it that way. The game, you'll love it to death.
Yeah.
It was a perfect game.
I might actually, I might just start playing it tonight.
It's become my favorite game of all time, period. So,
Not even Undertale anymore?
What?
Not Undertale anymore?
No, that game stomped Undertale.
That game is not Ohio Skibbity Riz.
So, Tommy, you said that you had some info on Star Wars Hunters?
Yeah, so our good friend who we've had on our Have a Chat series, Split Screen, he has a Star Wars gaming channel. You should definitely go subscribe to that. He keeps me up on all the gaming news and everything like that. He actually actively plays Hunters, kind of the same way you do, except he plays on PC. And right now, as far as he, that is crazy. As far as he has reported, it is slated to come out sometime close to the end of this year. They've
said that every year, though.
What's crazy, though, is they've kept backing it up, but it's available in other countries, like Jacob plays on Indian servers. Mm-hmm. And
they're American servers. I play against American usernames.
But you do a VPN.
I had a VPN to India to be able to install it for the soft launch on mobile.
Like they're every few months they add new hunters. Like there are new characters, there's new gameplay, there's new maps.
They update it, but they won't bring it to America.
So I don't know what the issue is, and no one really knows. All I know is that game is eventually coming. That's still the idea, is that eventually it will come to the United States.
So will I.
And as of right now, the Old Republic game remake is on the table again.
I heard that.
It is on the table. So
because the developers themselves said, "Guys, it's still here. Don't worry."
Well, and then it got bought out by private funders, so they're gonna fund the remake now. Mm-hmm. So awesome, cool. Like 500 people pulled together and are funding this game. So very excited. So now we just need a Star Wars multiplayer game that's fun to play, and I can play with my friends. That's not a 7-year-old game.
I saw a trailer for one that was supposed to be like Empire versus Rebellion that ended up getting canceled, but it was basically Star Wars Call of Duty. I forget what it was.
We just had the one with Respawn got canceled.
Yep.
Which is a crime.
Another EA stupid decision. But we can't drone on about that. We could talk forever about. And also the Star Wars Eclipse is still coming. I've seen a lot of talk online that it's not coming out anymore. That's not true. It's still coming. They're hiring people to make the game. Yeah. Basically, the trailer,
the cinematic was a sizzle for people to get excited to work on the project, so they can get people to work.
It was an ad for hiring.
And speaking of the Eclipse, we all saw it.
That we were in the path of totality. It was way cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I thought it was going to be lame.
I thought it was going to be mid.
Yeah, that was dope.
Feeling the temperature drop and everything got like dusk.
It looked like you put sunglasses on. Mm-hmm. And it was I liked how, so we were up on this hill where I was, so you could see the lake where we were.
Oh, nice. Your puddle?
What? No, I was in Northeast.
Oh, okay.
so you could see Lake Erie. So
Oh, Shays Beach.
you could see kinda. You could see what looked like a sunset, and everybody's going, "That's a sunset." I was like, "No, you idiots! That's the perimeter of where everywhere else in this world is getting hit by the sun except us." But it looked like this like pastel sunset. It was so
That's
cool.
really
I got pictures of it.
Well, show it to us later. Stop using your phone on the podcast, Jacob.
Why is that such a bad thing?
Because we're talking to the people. The people
There
need
you
to.
go.
Oh, that looks cool.
There you go.
No, but yeah, I was at
There you go,
work.
people. You can kind
I was at work for the eclipse, and all my coworkers walked outside, and so did all of our neighboring stores, which was really kind of cool because it was a moment of like, oh, we all like work here together, and now we get to experience this thing together, and it was really neat. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be that cool, but I really liked it. I was kind of trashing on the apocalypse. Not the apocalypse, sorry. I was thinking of the video I just shot.
Speaking of apocalypse, I saw a bunch of people. The world is ending. The
Guys,
world is ending.
Nineveh, the place that has one mention when Jesus tells one story in Nineveh.
My favorite was this dude came in. I was like, "So, sir, you got any plans for the eclipse?" He goes, "Nah, probably just watch it on TV after." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Just go outside."
Boomer.
He was.
Boomer alert.
So
Beta.
Bad Batch. So Bad
Bad
Batch.
Batch. Let's
So
get into
bad
Bad
batch.
Batch.
Let's get the round table. What do we think of this week's episode? It was an episode. It was good. Not great. Not terrible.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Rampart was not on my bingo card.
Yeah. What is going on with that? That was very interesting. Not in a bad way.
Yeah, didn't.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Shout out to Max Rebo in our Discord for pointing out that in all of our theorizing of the next episode being of the turbo tank and stealing it, we never really thought that it was going to be like the prison.
Yeah, like in Rogue One.
configuration that we see in Rogue One,
yeah.
and that they would be after someone and not just running some sort of errand or mission. But yeah, I feel like kind of back to square one. Omega's back on Tantus, and they're trying to figure out
And how many
to get
episodes are there left?
Three more.
Crap, dude.
Three more. And this one was particularly shorter compared to the other
I know.
episodes.
It feels like there's so much that has to wrap up with like no time left.
I
So
agree.
I think we have though this. I mean, this episode did serve the biggest purpose of Hemlock explaining explicitly what they're doing, what Omega's importance is to this experiment. So I think we can say pretty confidently that she's not force sensitive herself. It's that her blood accepts the midichlorians,
And that's it.
and can be cloned,
Yeah.
And that's it.
and can be replicated. Yeah.
It's confirmed or deny. It's in the books, people. I definitely had something intelligent to say about this episode, but it definitely fleeted from my brain.
I will say it was super cool to see turbo tanks in action.
Yes.
That was cool. That was one of those things that you see him for 2 seconds in Revenge of the Sith, and you don't really see him other than
See him
that.
in the
Oh,
Clone
I was
Wars.
so right last episode about them just attacking Pabu and dipping. They left nobody. They just dipped.
What was
They
up
went
with that? That
wild.
was so, in my opinion, that was so like weird for the Empire. Like I felt like they would just be like, "All right, get the troops out now, bomb the entire thing.
They just-
blast the whole island."
They just stole your lunch money, pushed you down, and left you crying on the ground at recess. That's all they did.
I guess though
That is
it's less a military operation than it was Hemlock wanted Omega.
Yeah, it was like a special
so
operation.
I guess in that regard it makes a little bit more sense. I also super oddly specific thing. I don't like the way that the pants on the CX2 clone looks. They're like this really bright brown as opposed to everything else on him is gray and black.
Sure, talk to
And
the
I just hate
colorblind
it.
people about color. Thank you, Tom.
did not notice that.
No.
I did not see the Krayt Dragon.
No, but oh my gosh, I had something to say too, and now you ruined it.
I ruined it. I
You're
ruined
ruining
it.
You ruined
I'll
it.
ruin you.
Oh my gosh. Oh right. No, but I feel like if there's one okay, no, this is what I was gonna say. So we have 3 episodes left, and I feel like what's making me personally anxious is I'm like, well, the clone rebellion has to happen at some point. What if that doesn't happen? Like,
I
what if
remember-
that legitimately will not happen?
I remember
this
exactly what I was
season?
going to say, and it is going to happen. There's a new Bad Batch trailer out, and there's new footage in it
Oh, is there?
with-
Because I was just gonna say.
with Rex and people attacking something. So,
Is it posted by Star Wars?
yes.
Are we gonna just watch it right now?
I
the
mean, if
show.
neither of you saw it, I think we should.
I didn't
because
see
Well,
it.
I watched it. I just didn't know that I didn't catch that there was
it's
new.
towards the end. Towards the end of it, there's
stuff.
There's like Rex saying some skibbity whatever, and then gross. Why do I say
Jackson
that?
yapping me.
Yeah, so
for us.
Tommy's currently looking at
No, it's right, it's right there.
This?
Yeah,
This
it's that
little
one.
TV spot?
Yeah,
All right. Tommy, put it in the middle.
Jackson's got to see it too. So it's like just saying like now available this stuff. But
Oh, I
that's
watched
new.
this. Oh, okay.
That's
Rex.
new.
Oh, they had like grayed out armor there. That was the thing
So that's new.
Yeah, that's blacked out armor.
The Bad Batch has blacked
Yeah,
out
look
armor?
at the back up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's after it says it's good. It's Hunter. Also where they're running in the jungle it happens
Yeah.
too, right here. They have
Oh,
blacked out armor
wow.
on. And watch Hunter when Hunter's piloting the ship.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get a fresh coat of paint next episode. That's
I really like that appearance.
So that's new. That
Okay.
stuff's new. That's an attack on Tantus directly. There's Captain Rex jumping out of over the trees over Tannis.
Oh,
so
crap.
that stuff's
Okay.
that's coming.
It's okay.
Come
Something with Rex
on.
and the boys. All
Yeah.
right, I'm here.
Give it
for
to me. Give it to me
now.
So, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a clone rebellion. It seems like it's just gonna be like the ragtag, the Bad Batch.
Extraction.
Yeah,
Yeah, it might be just they might be just going for Omega again.
guys. Will Echo be in the episode with Rex?
I wonder. I really wonder because Crosshair's become my favorite member of the Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch.
Yeah, he's not. He's not. He hasn't been in this season at all. I'm like, you guys just took my favorite character out, and I'm like,
They
yeah,
really did. But what if it's a really cool part at the end and he dies?
I'll be so salty if they don't have him in it, and then they just throw him in at the end for him to die. I will be so mad. So
Yeah, that
I'm
would be a
on
little
I'm
bit
on Team
cringe.
Crosshair again. Yeah.
That's wild.
Need my boy Crosshair to live, please.
Yeah, that like stealth armor.
Oh, that looks so cool.
All right, guys, here's our next wave of Walmart exclusive Black Series figures. We're doing the
Oh.
Bad Batch again.
I would buy that though.
And I would get him.
buy that.
I would get him.
See, I have a Hunter helmet that's almost ready to be finished, but I've been waiting to see what paint scheme I want to do for Hunter. I might have to see how this blacked out appearance looks because that looks really cool.
I also want to say too that it was again nice to watch the Bad Batch actually kick ass on a mission instead of just like fighting big monsters that they have to struggle to fight. Like I think that these last few episodes have really reinforced that these guys are actually highly trained soldiers.
Yes.
I think that we've kind of forgotten that as viewers with how much we've focused on the story of the characters. You forget just how skilled these guys are. I mean, they went into this Imperial installation in and out with little to no trouble at all. I mean, it was very well done, and it's nice to actually see that they're still very capable.
It's nice to catch a dub every once in a while. Catch a W, brother.
Get your
Special
WWE.
teams, special batches, special episodes,
But something I was
special enhancements, special modifications, special M counts, special clones,
special
Special M counts.
kind of more like a smaller detail that surprised me was Crosshair's sniper configuration. I guess can be so in the Black Series figure, which I'll actually grab right behind me right now. This
According
is
to
how
my
his
research.
sniper looks in full configuration, but for the figure itself, you can take this barrel part off just to have this
He broke it.
section here.
That's exactly how
But-
it looks in the episode.
But this
too.
is exactly what it is in the
Yeah.
episode. He can choose whether or not to have his sniper in full, like, long-barreled configuration or as a shorter blaster.
He can have
for,
his
like,
blaster in long dick style, or
I'm trying to talk on this show about something I liked, and you're ruining it.
sorry for guessing, brother. Sorry for guessing.
Sorry. No, but I don't know. I just thought that was a cool detail because that's something that the Black Series figure does, so it makes it accurate.
It is pretty
Granted,
skibbity
we
sigma
don't-
that you can have the blaster.
I don't want to record anymore. Stop putting those dang sound effects on me, Jacob.
Oh boy.
Stop doing that.
Jackson.
All right, turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay, so Rampart's back.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of annoyed at the whole he's like going to be in
Really?
another episode.
Yeah, I don't like the aspect that he's like, I'm here to stay, everybody, and I'm not just going to be in this one episode and help you. I'm like, this is literally one of the characters I could have cared less
I hope
about.
they kill him. I don't think they will, but I hope that Crosshair just gats him down, dude.
Are you going to kill me? Not yet.
Like,
that was cool.
I hope that Wrecker and Hunter are like talking like, oh, what are we gonna do with him? You just hear a blaster go off and you see his hand or something, you know, like the Rampart's body,
He'd beat your hairs full.
and then Crosshair just handles him. I think that also, this may be a little Bad Batch Oracle might be wrong on this one, but this makes me think Commander Cody might come back before the end of the season. Because I never thought Rampart would come back, and every character that's been a named character has, unless they die, comes back in the show at some point in this season. We saw Cad Bane, we saw Fennec, we saw Fee. The only ones we have left to see are like Sid and Cody.
Everybody gets to come back, including.
So
Ken.
I
I'm
actually
wondering.
hope Sid isn't in it.
I think Sid will be in it. I think she's going to help them. I think Fee's going to bring in.
It's me, Goggles.
Yes.
I'm here to help you, Bandana.
And she's going to make it up for the kid because she liked Omega.
Jeez.
She's going to make it up to them to
No.
help Omega.
I'd rather not.
I think
Trace
it's
and
gonna
Rafa in the next episode. You heard it here, folks.
I think you're right, Jackson.
No, but that's the worst part. Rex works with Trace and Rafa. It could definitely
Omega
happen.
and Emery and Nala Se are having a girl boss fight against all of the female technicians in the installation. They're about to get beat when all of a sudden you just hear,
She's got help.
and it's Sid, Trace and Rafa, and Fee. And they're and Fennec and Ventress.
The worst version
And
of the Avengers.
I do love
fight.
Avengers Endgame.
The most mid version of that scene would just be these characters that we just met in this show.
Instead of having badass superhero women, you get Sid, Trace, and Rafa and B. That would be the worst,
Well,
the
well,
worst
to be
possible
fair,
ending.
The only one out of those four that can actually fight is Fee, too.
Yep.
Like, I do not think the other three would survive.
No.
Trace and Rafa would just argue, and then
Yeah.
Sid would just get.
Oh no! The clothes are
The creator of Barbie is amongst us. And then they'd ask for,
there an echo in here?
Yep.
That was funny, though, I will say, in that episode. Yeah, other than that, I think that this was a solid episode of The Bad Batch. I like that it was in and out. There's no cliffhanger as far as them being stuck on the planet or anything like that. We are moving the plot along. Once again, it was not a stupid little mission like we were worried it was going to be. And you got the awesome scenes with Hemlock explaining explicitly to Omega what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for me too, this episode definitely answered the question of why does Crosshair's hand shake?
It still
Yeah.
does.
Yes, I feel like this very much gives light to the
Jazz
fact that
hand.
it's something mental.
It's an anxiety
mental
thing.
blockage of anxiety because he thought of Tantus and it happened. And I saw it was a creator that I follow on Instagram called Snippy Hera was pointing out that the one support system he had that was helping him keep his hand okay is gone. So now he doesn't have Omega, who has been that crutch for him, or his inner peace, as they put it as well. So that's why his hand is kind of continuing to fidget out a little bit more.
I like that. That's cool. Because I like that.
Quaking. He's a Quaker.
So do you think that he might even be like not helpful in the fight on Tantus because he's so anxious?
just gonna be like,
You know
Guys,
what? I feel
guys,
like
help.
it's definitely a possibility. I feel like we haven't had a scene.
Parkinson's. I can't.
That was not okay to say. That was not okay. Okay, so moving on. We haven't had a Crosshair scene
It's
where
like the end of
he's-
Sniper Breath. Just
Guys, I can't take the shot.
he
dumps
hasn't had.
Omega on accident.
Oh, let me speak. He hasn't had an instance where he hasn't not missed a shot because of that. He hasn't had a moment where he's coming in clutch and he hasn't twitched out. So
Except
I
for
do
when he
feel like
needed to
it's-
get that tracker on that ship.
Well, that was different. He just choked that shot.
He just was
completely.
tweaking.
How are we feeling about CX2 theory this week?
How are we
we
thinking
still
about his
locked
pants?
in on thinking that what did everyone say? Did anyone here think it was Tech?
No.
No, none of us
Not
think
dumb.
it's Tech
No?
Tommy. Stop
Okay.
saying.
I think it's Cody.
I will say there was
Don't know,
one.
don't care.
I still don't think it's Tech, but I did see someone actually point something out on X last week that I thought was like actually pretty smart.
CX2 refers to the homes as domiciles, and in an episode in season 2, Tech refers to a home as a domicile. So I was like, okay, that gives a little bit of validity to that theory, but I still think it's a crosshair.
Yeah.
Like it's crosshair clone.
The language that it's using, sure. I will agree with people on that it's similar to Tech. I'm not going to discount that. I'm still going to discount the part that it's Tech.
I will say I am a little bit surprised that Hunter didn't try to box Crosshair for letting Omega go.
But I'm kind of glad we didn't have that cringe moment of being like, you let her get away. How could you, Crosshair? I just kind of like that it was like in the moment of a mission thing, be like, oh my gosh, like she got away.
Where's Omega?
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy doing those cringy bits a lot now at this point.
They're
Me too,
fun.
me
Why do you
too.
think I have to keep doing them?
Yeah.
The animators have rubbed off on me.
Crosshair, that was not a Sigma Ohio moment.
Shout out to it's the one post of the Bad Batch. The post of the Bad Batch where Crosshair's like this. Whoever
They did that on
designed that
purpose.
needs to be executed, bro.
That could decide.
The separate conversation for another day. I hate character pyramid posters. I think it is the dumbest thing that we can
It's
do
basic.
right now.
It's
It's
very
basic.
basic.
Every poster looks the same. Nothing is unique and different. Give me something cool.
No.
Thank you, Jacob.
No. The Andor poster is unique and cool.
Yes, I agree. Andor poster is unique and cool and very nice.
Dial of Destiny poster is unique and cool.
Shut up about Dial of Destiny. Nobody cared about that movie except you and the 2 other people on Reddit who watched it 10 times in the movie theater.
Other people on Reddit is crazy. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm super excited. I honestly don't remember what the title of the next episode is, and I'm okay not remembering that.
I didn't know it to begin with.
I'll look it up on IMDb later.
Dude, those
I live a
stealth,
perfect life. I don't know the titles.
the stealth versions of the Bad Batch look so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because I saw a picture and I was like, what trailer is that from? But then you told me
Commander
about
Cook
it.
Custom?
Oh, also, cool thing about
neighbor.
cool thing about Rex in this season of the Bad Batch, some of his armor pieces are new. Specifically, in the scene where they face off with Wolf, Rex's left shoulder armor and bicep armor, it's like very white compared to the rest of his armor, and the blue is a lot more striking and bright and solid colored than the rest of his armor is, meaning that Rex has actually shed some of his old pieces of armor and replaced them with new ones, being with this little clone rebellion unit that he's been with, which also fits how like Hauser has a whole new set of armor, like everyone has new armor, which by the way, I'm like this close to deciding that my next 501st costume is going to be Tactical Hauser from Bad Batch Season 3.
Ooh.
I think that'd be so heat.
The fact that he has a kit on his clone armor and we've never seen that before.
Him or the Lean
it's
Trooper.
just so amazing.
So I think this
Canonized
Samson the Lean Trooper would
The
be
Lean
is a purple one.
And gritty with it.
Commander Cook's gritty. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Get with the cool
Gritty
kids.
on the losers.
I do have as far as are we good with Bad Batch then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
As
didn't have
far-
anything else that I wanted to talk about.
I do have some Black Series news via Yak Face's exclusive Patreon stream, which, by the way, we should join that because it's 99 cents a month.
that ain't bad,
And
actually.
he's going to start doing more and more like exclusive live streams. 5 pieces of information.
Listen to the Prophets Yap session for 99 cents a month.
6 pieces of information. Jacob, you'll definitely like a couple of these. First one, he confirmed that there is a new Anakin coming for the Black Series and TVC, as well as a newly tooled Obi-Wan.
He did mention that on the Black Series Canteen.
I'm
so that's not
thinking-
too much of a surprise right
I'm
now.
thinking that Anakin will be Ahsoka packaging, and I'm hoping it's not Clone Wars flashback. I'm hoping it's Revenge of the Sith look.
I would also hope for that
Yeah.
one too. If they did the Clone Wars version but with a different head, I would
agree.
definitely get it.
I thought brother was
Why?
pooping.
If they're gonna do, because if we're following the, I don't know, the Hot Toys to Black Series conversion
That is
rate,
true.
Yeah,
we do
yeah.
just there's that hot toy that they just dropped
Yeah.
to Anakin.
So
it's
maybe
probably gonna
that's
be
the
that.
approved appearance of Anakin they have right now that they're circulating.
He
Plus,
did
it would just
say
be a repack.
True.
there is 100% multiple Night Trooper variants coming, and by the end of this year.
Told you.
Gosh.
Told you.
Oh
So,
golly gee, my wallet's gonna hurt.
Dark Trooper Moff Gideon is 100% coming.
Lame.
Which
No.
I'm kind of excited for that.
Lame.
I think it's a cool figure.
I don't.
Halloween
Shut up.
figure news. Amazon exclusive Halloween 2-pack
Oh.
coming for this year. On top of another Halloween figure that's going to be exclusive somewhere else. And
Chill out, Jacob.
then the last thing, which was very vague, and he did this on purpose. Clones people have been asking for a long time are coming. So what does he mean by clones people have been asking for? My first thought goes to completing the Revenge of the Sith clone commanders. So Bakara and Neo. That's where my head goes. And then maybe like Phase 1 Rex.
That would be I mean, it's insane that he said that we would get brand new clones like that. Obviously, we're cloners here on the show.
Yeah, we're cringe
But-
cloners. We don't like.
Clona.
I don't want to have Glup Shido as my next. That's a real character, real Star Wars character. Don't want Glup Shido, brother, because he doesn't do anything or look cool. Sorry for cussing.
I'm happy. I wonder from what era we'll get clones. If it is going to be Revenge of the Sith or the Clone Wars, and if we'll revisit clones like Gregor or any other cast
anything or look cool.
Glub Shudo.
That one got me.
Here he is.
Oh, he's from a newer Star Wars. What the fuck am I doing?
I kind of want that now. Hasbro, hear my cry. We need glove
We need
shit.
Glub Shido immediately.
It says on r/sequel memes, Glub Shido is canon. I had no idea he looked like that. I had no idea. I need Glub Shido figure right now.
We need glove shit.
I will buy that so quick.
Pre-order.
Alright.
Pre-order at 12.
Pre-order 12.
Pre-order at 2 in the morning.
Pre-order right when you're at work during the busiest time of your life. It sells out and you'll never touch it again. Thank you, Hasbro, for
Walgreens
the Mace Windu
exclusive.
pack.
Walgreens exclusive. Why is he kind of like Trump?
That's what I
low-key,
said. It's
low-key,
literally,
that's what
it's
it's look-
low-key. It is a Trump impression.
Sketch.
Low-key.
What are you doing to me, brother? Yeah, you ever just like me? Imagine me at work, walking up to somebody, one of my coworkers.
Tuesday, brother.
Well, mess around and find out, brother. Sorry for cussing. Shouldn't have driven with no insurance.
You currently have somebody pinned to the ground. Tuesday, brother. Tuesday.
Should have run faster, brother. You weren't an A-list athlete like myself. Anyways, but yeah, so that's some cool Black Series news, and I'm really excited, and I'm anticipating lots of cool reveals later this year. Star Wars, we are so back every single week.
Oh, yeah.
So is the pod. Every single week we are so
We're going to look so bad tomorrow if they reveal something.
At the pod, on the potty.
Well, then that was what happened last week.
That
we
is,
recorded
yeah.
on Wednesday, and then on what, Friday?
Well, we couldn't help that it happened on Friday because
Yeah.
that's when the episode
We
comes
couldn't
out,
help that, brother.
Whoops. Sorry, brother, that we're late to the news, brother. Sorry for cussing.
Tuesday. And finally, in most unrelated news, just because all three of us like this, there's a trailer out for the Joker 2, Fully Ado.
Yeah.
And it looks so good. It looks really, really good. I'm very
I think it
excited.
looks good.
Will I go see it 3 times in the first week like I did with Joker 1? Yes. I will actually make my way out to the theater to go see a movie.
Will- Unlike any other movie.
Will I be seeing it in IMAX because that'll be readily available to me? Of course.
That's factual.
I'm so
Oh,
excited.
Jackson, do they
something.
have movie theaters in Hawaii?
Yeah, do
Shut
they
up.
do that there?
Do they have pine trees out there?
Shut up. I have one more thing to say
Ooh.
before we end the show.
He ain't
but-
bougie like Hunter.
Shut up. But as of recording today, I shot the religion video for my final project. I know
yeah.
Why would you shoot
people. Thank you, Jacob. I know people were asking about that. It's currently in develop right now. Well, in development, I should say. So if you made it to this far in the podcast, you're definitely a person that cared about that. So just know it is coming. I'm going to start editing it this or next week. I'll have to see what happens with the cons, just because that's going to keep my hands tied behind my back a little bit longer. The project itself isn't due until the beginning of May.
Jackson!
Oh, thank you. But
this
Greg,
shitter
your
didn't
turn.
want me to record it and edit it again because he, I guess he's
Jacob,
okay
you're
with.
busy with your own film.
I guess he's okay with shit quality. I guess he's okay with
Whatever.
his
I wanted to
videos.
do something myself for
No
once.
one.
720p, brother. 720p.
Remember when you made fun of me for trying
No
to
videos are
for
better.
not watching stuff in 720p?
This guy thinks he
You're
can
like,
make
why do you need
videos.
to
He
watch
thinks
it
he
at
can make
480
videos.
Jackson?
This guy, nobody makes videos like I make videos. This guy thinks he can make videos. This guy makes Temu advertisements.
Jackson made it in HD, 480p HD, 480p.
Jackson, have that flip phone quality.
Nokia phone. Sorry for cussing.
The video is coming soon though, so just stay tuned. I'll post about it on their social media when it's gonna come though. Other than that, thank you everybody so much for watching this episode.
I got
of
this,
the
Jackson.
podcast.
Jackson, I
Jacob
got
is
this.
cringe and he's doing it.
Other than that, everybody, thank you so much for watching.
No, Tommy, don't worry.
Sorry for cussing. Sorry for cussing.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this episode. I'll get it.
Ants on a log. Discord. And you can smell Discord.
Thank you so much
I
for
was
watching
once a
this
little
episode.
girl.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the 1313 podcast. None greater. If you want to subscribe, hit that button, leave a comment, maybe. Let me know how I'm polling. And,
A Mandalorian. The show is coming out. And remember. And there's
And
Star Wars.
Make sure that you join the Patreon and the Discord. You can tell me how I'm polling in the Discord. And have a good week, everybody. This is what the next debate is going to sound like. Bye, everybody. Have a good week. Follow us on all of our medias and stay cool,
Buy
stay
the merch!
classy.
Buy the merch! Please!
Hey, this is Vanessa Marshall. I play Hera Syndulla on Star Wars Rebels, and you're listening to the 1313 podcast.
Dun 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 hum da da hum da da hum dum dum da hum da da hum da da dum dum da dum da ba dum 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 dum hum da dum hum da da hum dum 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 da dum hum da da hum dum dum hey I'm da dum da dum dum hum da dum da dum da dum dum da da ba da dum dum da ba da ba da